These are the reasons why I love being homeless. And it's not just, oh god, and it's not that I was like, oh, let me be home, like it wasn't like a conscious decision, because it kind of like happened. And the thing is, like, I have a roof over my head, and a very beautiful one. It's because I'm doing like house sitting, but like if you've been following my vlogs, then you know. But like it's not about my specific circumstance. This is just like an example to give you that circumstances don't have to determine how you feel, and then you can see them closer, like how source or the universe or God sees stuff. Because the closer you see the same way as God sees it, the closer you see it how your true self sees it, because you are like a piece of God, right? But then when we have this resistance and we're like, oh my god, no, I don't want this, I don't want this, then it's not the view of Source, you know, when we feel this, oh my god, horrible. It's not how Source views it. So then, like, you can take that and be like, you can flip it and be like, okay, what can I see in this that, like, what is the truth, you know? Because God is truth, right? And it's like, and truth is love, like God is love, so love is truth. So the most loving way of seeing things, and the thing that makes you most, like, gives you like a light feeling, that is actually the truth. And the things that make you feel heavy is not the truth. So wait, let's sit down. 2 years ago, consciously, I didn't think that I would care what people think about me. Like, I thought like I didn't care, but subconsciously I did care. And then 2 years ago I started realizing that, like, just because I didn't care like on certain levels, but then I started, like, I realized, like, oh wow, like little things, you know, like walking on the street, and then it's like, oh, but if I do this now, then they think I'm weird. Or if I just start singing, or if I do, like, if I feel like shaking or something, or doing something weird, then I'm like, oh my god, but then what will they think? And then I had this thought, I'm like, why do I want to fit into this consciousness grid, or like into this society that I don't even like how it's operating, you know? Like most of it is like a bit like, so why do I want to be a part of that? And now I feel like I'm creating my own matrix, and obviously I have to keep on reminding myself of it, but it's like the most beautiful feeling. Because when I became homeless, I was like, because that is like the thing, right? It's like when people ask, oh, so where do you live, or what do you do? And then you say like, oh yeah, I'm homeless. But like a lot of the times, like, you get like heaviness back, you get like pity back or something, you know, like weird feelings and stuff. And then it takes more energy out of you, because then you kind of feel like you have to kind of convince them that it's not that bad, like to make them see how you see it rather than how they see it. I came back from Mexico, and before I moved to Mexico I gave up my flat, and now I don't have enough money for like a deposit and stuff for a flat, and I don't want to focus my head right now on like reallocating my finances and then like finding like a room. I don't want to live in a room again. I don't want to live in like a small flat again either, you know, because my one was like a studio flat type of thing. And yeah, so I rather like do this right now, and then I can use all my focus and my money and my energy towards like my music and living like a life that I actually want to live, like action wise, you know. And it's just like the house bit. But wow, was I rambling a lot? I think I really came to this earth to do this and to live my life unconventionally, because when I was like 15, 14, when people were thinking, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up, blah, 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 I literally thought, like, I was like, I want to be homeless. Sleeping is like the worst thing when you don't have like a roof over the head, right? But like, I like this thing of feeling free and doing like multiple things in a day. And then like, I'm learning so much, because once I have my own home again and I'm not doing pet sitting, because right now I cannot be out the whole day because I'm looking after pets, but once I have my own home again, I really want to spend more time outside. I don't want to just like be indoors all the time, because that's what I used to do. And then this homelessness thing, it showed me, like, you know, it's so like, I love that lifestyle, and I always wanted this lifestyle, and like I'm just getting to know myself so much better, and like everything makes so much sense. Because, and it's not like the homelessness itself is just like embracing the circumstance that I'm in, right? And then like for you is that too, but not being home, like don't become homeless, because like it's not like, I'm not trying to glamorize it or nothing. It's just examples of how you could interpret your circumstances, right? Because for everyone it's different. But yeah, for me it actually makes a lot of sense, because it's like a freedom feeling, and yeah, it's not being like tied to anything, and then I can really like do what I like. I can buy coffee outside. I love that. When I'm out, I can eat like where I want. I have my gym membership again, like, which is like crazy, like expensive compared to other gyms, but it's beautiful because I love that room to dance in so much. And yeah, I have my music studio and like so many luxuries that I would have to, like, you know, that I don't want to give up just to have like a place which is not even like, which is like mediocre or whatever, you know what I mean? I want to create my own matrix that I live in, which is beautiful because it's not just mine. I think a lot of people are creating their own matrices, and then like we are, rather than all feeding into this one matrix. A friend of mine, she was actually saying it the other day, she was like, yeah, it's not really like a style or a trend anymore. Like now the trend is that everybody is just wearing whatever they want to wear, right? Because you see people who are wearing like 90s, people who do like Stranger Things. Sometimes I look at people and then I'm like, wow, this is like a movie scene, as if it's like, you know, from back in the days, but before I was born. It's like, like 80s and stuff. But why am I saying this? Oh yeah, because now the trend, or like the thing, is individuality, and I don't think it's a trend. I think it's here to stay. With that comes like that everybody is creating their own consciousness grid and their own morals and their own, you know, way of living, rather than being like, okay, I need this, then I need a job, then I need blah and blah and blah. And like, you know, like this new way is like slowly infiltrating the old way, and me being homeless, I feel like I'm making like a statement, and I love things like that, which is making like a statement, you know. And even if like nobody really cares, but like for me and for my brain, because it's like important what I do, because and what I, where my focus goes, you know, rather than my focus going into like fitting in and being like, oh my god, I need a flat, what will people think when I'm homeless or whatever. Like it goes into, no, like me, like my morals, like are the most important. And like I have that like kind of since I'm a kid, because I'm vegetarian since I'm like 3 years old, because I told, like once I found out that meat is made out of animals, I told my mom like, no, I don't want meat anymore, and then she cooked separately for me, because I feel like a lot of kids actually do that, but then the parents are just like, oh no, it's fine, it's not meat or whatever. But my mom, she actually cooked separately for me, which is beautiful and amazing. So I feel like I had that since I'm like a kid, like since, yeah, I think it's just like a part of my soul which wants to, like, which just has like a different set of morals. I also realized the stronger your vibration is, the stronger you believe in yourself, and the less you put yourself small, the more you influence the world and the people around you. You know, the concept of everyone is you pushed out is, it's basically like that. But if you are like, if your vibration, like if you keep it hidden and stuff, then I feel like other people influence how you are more, because you know how you are different with certain type of people, and it's because they perceive you in that way, and then sometimes you don't like to be with certain people because they perceive you in a very like in a way that you don't think that is like yourself, and then you like, you know, you're like, oh no, I don't like that, because they perceive you completely different, and then they push that on you, and then you're like, oh, I don't like it. But if your vibration is like stronger, like, and then if like and more external, and you'd be like, no, I am like this, and then that other person, rather than putting their perception on you, you push out your, like they perceive you how you perceive yourself, you know. If you perceive yourself like in this like very, like if you don't, I don't know, like the stronger you are yourself, I feel like the more you embody your like your true self, your soul, the more people will perceive you like the way that you actually are. And then sometimes they perceive you through their own lenses, or like more through their own lenses than who you truly are, if you keep your soul very low. Like not low, but like, you know, when we operate more from belief systems and stuff, then it's like this, I feel like the soul is not as strong. Okay, bye, thank you for watching.